Good morning, friends. Good morning, children. The basic structure of the sentence is noun or pronoun plus verb. That is, sentence says something about something. This is the smallest basic structure. But as soon as we add another noun or pronoun to this structure, there arises a different situation. The two nouns used in the sentence sometimes refer to two different things, and these two different things stand in a particular relative position to each other. This particular relative position of the two or more than two things is described with the help of preposition in English grammar. So we have to see the prepositions and their uses. Let us first see what is preposition. Preposition is a word or phrase used before a noun or pronoun. Okay? Why to use it before a noun or pronoun? Just to see how the thing denoted by this noun stands in relation to the things denoted by other noun or pronoun in the sentence. Which relation is this? What is this relation of? The relation is in terms of position, place, time and direction. Okay. Let us see it through the examples. The teacher sat behind the class. Here you see that there are two nouns, teacher and class. One refers to a place and another refers to a person. Behind is here a preposition. Class is a noun that refers to a place, and teacher is another noun that refers to a person. How they stand in a particular relative position, that is described with the help of behind. Okay. Now second example is the sun shines over us. Here two things are sun and us. Us, over is the position here. Us is pronoun and the sun is another noun. Here over shows the relative position or the relation between us and the sun in terms of position. Okay, us refers to we people and sun is the heavenly object. What is the relative position between these two? That is shown with the help of a preposition over here. Okay, let us try to understand this relation. I mean the role of prepositions in a sentence and what is its place in the sentence. Here is the next slide. Role of preposition first. See the examples here. First one, a bird is flying over a tree. See first picture on the right side. Okay, a bird is flying over a tree. Here a bird and a tree. The relative position, relative relation is shown with over. Okay. Now second sentence is a bird is sitting under a tree. Alright. Situation changed with the change of the preposition. Now see, a bird is sitting in a tree. Third case. And in fourth example, a bird is sitting on a tree. See, in these sentences, only preposition goes on changing and the relative position of the two things, that is the tree and bird, goes on changing. In the above examples, only one word preposition is changed, but the position of bird in relation to the tree has changed. It clears the role of preposition. Now place of preposition in a sentence. See this structure of the sentence, noun or pronoun plus verb plus another noun or pronoun normally. See the box. The box shows the place of preposition in sentence. Let us see the examples. 4 teachers are there in my school. See, my school is now and before it is used in. This is the preposition. Second case, she found the book in a drawer. Here, drawer is one thing and book is another thing. So, in is used before a noun or drawer. That shows the relative position of book and a drawer. Alright, now let us see the groups of prepositions. First is prepositions of position. In, behind, beside, above, at, below, between, among, on. And second group of prepositions is prepositions of space. Here, over, under, beneath. Some special prepositions are there, astride, aboard. Then prepositions of time, since, at, until, for, after, on, before, in, during, through. And at last, prepositions of direction or movement, through, along, across, down, up, round. Alright? Now let us see their uses. First one, prepositions of position or place. Note the use of the prepositions and see the relative position of things in terms of place. First one, in. Lucknow is located in UP. Here two nouns, Lucknow and UP, both refer to places. Their relative position is described with the help of in. Okay. Another example, there are many chairs in the room. Behind, the trees behind the hut. Here, tree and hut. The relative position is described with behind. There is a tree behind the temple. Now, above. Behind is used in the above line. Very good. Another example is your head is above your shoulders. It is clear. Head and shoulders in your body. The relative position is in terms of place described with the help of above. Head is above. Above what? Above shoulders. Alright. At. He lives at a village in this district. Okay. Here two things are his living and a village. He is living at certainly a particular place and a village. So their relative position is shown with at. Okay. Next example is she works at Alambagh. Here her place of working and Alambagh in Lucknow. These are the two places and the relative position is shown with at. Below. The sun sets and goes below horizon. Okay, here sun and horizon. Their relative position is shown with the help of below. Minerals are found below the earth. Okay, now beside. This house is built beside your house or beside yours. Okay, here two objects are two things, this house and your house, or that is yours. Their relative position is shown with beside. Now you sit beside your friend. Next, between. I sit between Khushi and Tania. Here, Khushi and Tania one side and I one side. The relative position of my sitting with Khushi and Tania is shown with the help of between. Sita walked between Ram and Lakshman. Okay, now among. See, among means beech mein. Between means beech mein. When there are only two people, then between. And when there are more than two people, then among. There is a girl among 34 boys. Okay. Then middle finger is one among all fingers. Okay. Now in front of. Students sit in front of a screen. Here is screen, one object one thing and students another. Okay, so their relative position is shown with the help of in front of. Now a flag is installed in front of the stage. A flag and the stage, the relative position with in front of. On, there is a jug on the table. Here two objects, jug and table, their relative position with on. She carries a child on her back. Okay, now prepositions of space or place. Note the use of prepositions and see the relative position of things in terms of space this time. Over. First, the sun shines over us. We have discussed it. Birds are flying over the building. That's all right. Under or beneath. We are safe from sun and rain under or beneath the roof. Okay. So here we are being safe and the roof. The relative position with under or beneath. And the example, we feel frustrated under favorable conditions. Sorry, under unfavorable conditions. Alright? Beneath. Another use. It is beneath you to complain. Means it is not worthy for you to complain. The same way, his complaints are beneath notice. Okay. Now, special prepositions. Note the use of prepositions and see the relative positions of things. Astride here. The Queen of Jhansi sat astride the horse and fought against the British Army. Right? Queen of Jhansi and horse. The relative position with astride. Alright. The man here in this figure, you notice the man is sitting astride a chair. Okay. Now aboard. Let's go aboard the aeroplane. It is about to take off. Alright. Second example is all the passengers aboard the Titanic. Here two things, the Titanic and the passengers. Their relative position with aboard. Perished. Alright. Now fourth, prepositions of time. Notice the use of prepositions and relative position of things in terms of time. Let us see that. Since India has become free since 1947. Here two things are point of 1947 and India's becoming free for all these years. Okay, that is described with the help of since. Second, I have been reading in the school since 2018. At he comes home at 7 p.m. Okay, so he's coming home one point of time and 7 p.m. another point of time. Their relative position is described with at. She goes on her duty at 6 a.m. Okay, until or till. First is I'll wait for you till 10 o'clock. Okay, here my waiting and 10 o'clock. Two things, the relative position with till in terms of time. Second example, until now I knew nothing about the accident. For first example, we have been reading in this Vidyalaya for 4 years. Okay. Second example, India has become free for 71 years. Okay. 71 years. That is a period of time. One thing and another thing, India's being free. Okay. After. First example, she comes to school after the stroke of the bell. Here it is clear. Stroke of the bell, one point of time, and her coming to school, another point of time. Both their relative position, is described with after. Second example, she was born after 1950. Clear? You shall come after 12 o'clock. On. First example, my friend's birthday is on 4th of October. Okay. Second example, we shall meet on Monday. So here Monday is one point of time and our meeting point another. So both are described with the help of on. Before, first example, the students reach the school before 7:30 am. Students reaching point and 7:30. Both, the relative position of both is described with the help of before. Second example, our boss is punctual. He arrives before us. Okay. Now, prepositions of time continuing. By, she has to reach here by 10 am. Okay. Reach home by dusk to escape the punishment. Okay. So here by means tak. Let us see the difference between by and till, because both of them mean tak in Hindi. By means tak, till means tak, but both of them have opposite meanings. Let us see it with the diagram. The diagram shows a timeline where is marked 9 am. On the left side you can see by 9 am and an arrow above it. It means by 9 am means 9 am or before, and till 9 am means 9 am or afterwards, as it is shown on the right side of this point of 9 am. Okay, let us see the example. He was asked to reach the site by 9 am as the boss arrived till 9 am. Okay, now you can guess why was there this advice. Means they wanted him to reach before boss. Alright. During and throughout. First let us see their comparative meaning. During refers to a period of time and something happens in between at any point in between. Whereas throughout also refers to a period of time and the thing happens from beginning to end. That takes place, that continues from beginning to end. This is the difference between during and throughout. Let us see the examples now. During. It rained once during the day. Okay. Now, the teacher asked many questions during his lecture. Throughout now. It rained throughout the day. Means whole day. She walked throughout the day. Now, within. He completed the work within an hour. See the difference. Within an hour means less than 1 hour. Now, but in, he can complete it in an hour. This refers to complete 1 hour. That is, pura ka pura ek ghante. Past. It is a quarter past 10. Here two things are 10 and quarter. Their relative position is described with past. Second example, the principal reached the school at 10 past 7. Here 10 o'clock and 7 minutes. Their relative position is shown with the help of preposition past. From to. Okay? From to. She stays at home from 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. See, it is clear, I think. Second, school runs from 7 to 1:20 p.m. Alright? Now, some exercise and advice. Remember, every sentence refers to a real life situation. Here, in this lesson, we have seen that the use of prepositions enables us to express the situations with a relative position of two or more persons, places, or things in different terms. Alright? So let us go on observing such situations, such relative positions of two or more things in real life and expressing them with sentences or in sentences with the apt use of prepositions. Go on learning. All the best. Thank you very much.